actual play. Knight Errant defeated. Spiders exploded. Biodrones murdered. Now, who is this guy behind the door standing beside three bodies? Three bodies that our runners might find to be very valuable, but perhaps not in the way you might think. Besides, when was the last time someone other than Improv was holding the detonator? It's time to begin episode 61, so I'm gonna smack down.
Somebody tell me what the frag this thing is.
I don't know, but it doesn't matter. We can't let the person get away.
Yo, Improv, can you still see Red Hot's comlink?
Can I still see it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yes.
And where is it in relation to us, Mr. Jim?
It's about another 174, 76 meters down.
Yo, Horatio, you sure this boy's worth it? That's way down there.
It's my boy. He wouldn't give up on me. And then he'll use his movement.
All right, I will start legging with him.
The rest of the way, nothing appears to have bothered you. You do find multiple doors through here. There are several different stations that look surprisingly similar to your Valkyrie module, just on a bigger scale, with a bunch of other little implements that obviously are meant to cut into bone or something of that sort versus what your Valkyrie module tends to do.
Mhm.
And you make your way down there, and behind a door, it's another blast door, but you can see through a screen that's on the side. And standing in like a bank of three metal beds with a body on each of them, is a single man in a it almost looks like a duster because it's brown, but if you actually look at it, it's obviously cloth or it's like a lab coat with the red spider web of the spiders over it.
And do we
Okay.
recognize the guy?
Nope. He just stands there and goes, "Huh, you got through them much faster than I thought you would. No matter. If you do not turn around now, I will kill all of them. Right here." And he lifts up his hand, and in it you can see a Improv, you would know exactly what this is. It's a remote detonator that he's holding down.
Can I make a hardware check?
Yeah. What for?
Is it a dead man switch?
Yeah.
Fuck.
We don't need him alive, do we?
Can I make a medicine?
Mm-hmm.
Now, by saying dead man switch, is this I let go of the button and it goes off, or my bio monitor says I'm dead and it goes off?
He lets go of the button and it goes off.
So I'm gonna smack down.
I was about to do that myself as well.
No, I'm gonna do it. So I intimidate him because we can open this and then we can make his life extremely painful. And sure, he'll live, but he'll live without a tongue and without hands and without eyes. And it's going to be very, very bad. And my compatriots, at least they'll die quick, but he'll die painfully and slowly. And, nobody wants to go through that. And we can be very creative in how we make his death. Whereas my friends, they're going to die quick. And that's my smackdown. Intimidate to surrender to us.
No.
I was gonna smack down to shoot him in the brain.
I was thinking about smackdown for disarm to snatch it out of his hand.
There's a door between us, so
Okay. You seem like, as soon as you said it, like, you see the gears start turning in his head. It's like, oh. Like, as you look at everything that you say, he's just like, oh, this is awful. That's a terrible thing. And he just kind of, he flips he pulls it over to his other hand and flips the secondary switch on the bottom. Let's go the damage switch and just sets it down. He's like, fine,
smart move.
just let me go.
That
That's all I
remains
ask.
to be seen.
Where are
Does-
our people?
They're here.
Does the door open?
Yeah, the door opens, and it's literally just like a mirror of what you guys were seeing on the screen or on the AR projection. The center is red hot, still completely clothed. Kittle, would you please make me a perception test?
Would visual apply?
Most definitely.
3 hits, sir. And that is not a glitch.
So close.
I was
And
so
then would
plus
you
5.
Would you make me a memory test as well with a +4? Improv, would you please make me a perception test as well?
Sure.
5 hits on the memory.
And then make me a memory test with a +5. Or +4, sorry.
Okay. Memory up. There you go.
Hold on, give me just a second. Sorry, I completely lost something and then now I just found it. Horatio, that is definitely red hot. Improv, you recognize the person on the left table, and Kendall, you recognize the person on the right.
Okay.
Is it my daddy?
Maybe. Yes, it is.
I knew you were going to put him there when you were asking me about my backstory with him. I knew it.
Who do I recognize?
Improv, this is you could almost call her a partner, I guess, of yours, an old one.
Okay.
She was a scavenger as well, though she tended to bring you a lot of stuff instead of like fixing it herself. She tended to bring the stuff to you.
Okay.
This is Copper Cass.
Oh, okay. Is she dead?
Not according to the bio monitor that's connected to this AR feed over.
Okay.
But all of them are hooked up in various different ways from their head into Improv. You would know this. It actually appears that they're hooked up into the host.
Okay.
The scientist guy, he's like, "These are your people, right?" You said you'd let me go if I gave them to you.
No, I said I'd make sure they survived if you surrendered to us, and I wouldn't torture you to death if you did so.
Improv, it would take a little while, but you're pretty sure that you know how to do it. Though if you screwed up, it would be pretty bad for each of them.
I mean, I'm gonna trust my skills over this guy. I'm gonna be real honest.
He's like, I can let them go if you just let me go. If you don't let me go,
That wasn't
their
part
brain,
of the deal.
I can't help it. If you don't let me go, their brains are going to be stuck here.
Then I guess you don't value your eyes or your tongue or your hands or your feet. Do you know what happens to people in the Barrens without those? Let me tell you about the 88s.
It's the same thing that's going to happen whenever you leave me here.
No,
Or if you kill
it's
me
worse. Imagine someone eating you alive, because that's what the 88s will do to you, and they'll give me a good price for you. You know, after I've done whatever I want to you. So disconnect them, and maybe you'll get out of here with a minimum amount of pain.
here. I'm just asking you to walk away.
I'm
That's it.
asking you to release my friends, and maybe you'll get to walk away. And if you don't, you won't have feet to walk away. But, you know, the 88s will enjoy that.
But you just seem to frag that, and then he goes to reach for the detonator.
I'm going to grab him. So that is unarmed.
Can I assist that via melee teamwork?
Sure.
So
There
take
we go.
2 more dice.
Ugh, that makes it 3 hits total.
All right, so yeah, you both jump forward, are able to grab him, keep him from being able to grab a hold of the detonator. The entire time he's kicking, screaming, biting, and just trying to get away from you, trying to get a hold of it. So he still has some sort of leverage.
Oh, too bad he forfeited his eyes and his tongue.
I'm just going to start yelling, "Get the welder. Get the welder out of my bag." And I'll give him a little bit of a squeeze, not enough to really hurt, just a reminder of how much larger I am than he is.
Juliet, at this point, you receive a message on either your comlink or subvocal, depending on if you ever turned your comlink back on. It's from one of your outriders. He's saying, "Yo, boss, we went and set up a bit of a perimeter, trying to keep trying to keep reinforcements from coming, but they're coming in hard and fast. You guys have got maybe 5-10 minutes tops."
Understood. And she would forward that info.
Just fucking knock this guy out, and we'll take him and the people with us in that half track.
Yeah.
I started to do hardware disconnects. Let me know if you need more
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah, I would assume like while they're dealing with all this, you're just like, all right, I'm just not gonna pay any attention and begin working in the background. So you're able to get about halfway through disconnecting either red hot or copper, or even a Kennel's pop.
I mean, red hot's the one that matters right now.
All right, so yeah, you get about halfway through.
Kennel's going to, without causing physical damage, he's going to start bodily slamming the doctor, like into the wall, into a desk, anything that's around, just stuff to cause pain and to remind him
No,
that he has almost 800 pounds of troll holding onto him.
he's coming with us. He's gonna die very slowly because he didn't agree to our terms.
Tell us how to unhook these people before I start ripping off body parts.
Would you please make me an intimidation check with a +4?
And would you like me to base it off charisma or off of body or strength?
It's up to you.
I will happily base it off of strength if you don't mind.
Go for it.
I will assist if you allow it.
Please do.
No, I don't mind you assisting. Seems like my medicine's wore off. I'm starting to cough quite a bit again.
That'd be 4 hits.
I'm not. No, I'm not gonna do it. You let me go. I'm not gonna do it.
All right, take his eyes. That's what we said.
And Improv, if you're still gonna be working on this, go ahead and make me a check. All right, you're able to get Red Hot completely disconnected. He doesn't wake up immediately. He doesn't wake up, but he like bleeding from his ears. He's not dead.
Okay.
So I'm going to start breaking without going into detail because I don't do torture, I'm going to start breaking the small bones and gradually work my way up to the larger ones. And the whole time just repeating, how do we get them off these machines? Just over and over.
All right, make me a second check.
Unarmed combat,
Intimidation.
another 4 hits.
He's still continuing to refuse despite it. Yeah, you get the feeling that this guy's he has a really strong will. And Improv, would you make me another one? All right, about the same thing. You're able to disconnect them to about halfway.
All right.
And I'm just going to keep doing the same thing over and over until this guy gives us some answers.
Yeah. Now, like, I mean, even once reinforcements show up, they have to get to the place, get down here. We'll have, like, these guys aren't special forces. We'll have a minute or two, and we're gonna jack the half track anyway.
I am consistent at 4 hits.
Improv, make me another one at a -1. All right, you get them disconnected. And then Juliet, shifting back over to you. At this point, the first sets do appear to be showing up. The snipers have called in and told you that they're having to bug out, or that they're going to have to bug out because otherwise they're just going to be sitting ducks. The Outriders have told you that they're harassing the main group that's coming, but the rest are showing up and beginning to try and lay down fire on the rest of you.
Oh dear. Okay, so Juliet's yelling at the others, of course, now. Or is there an ETA that the others would give? Oh boys, we're running out of time.
Shut up.
Improv.
We're
So you
busy.
disconnected. Yeah, you disconnected Red Hot. You've disconnected one other. Is it Copper Cass or is it Kennel's Pop?
Does kind of like his pop? Okay, so I probably would have done that.
All right. So you have Copper Cass still laying there. And at this point, Red Hot begins waking up.
This might be a dramatic moment to hold it to next time.
And there we have a sudden conclusion to a very long night of Shadowrun. We approached the tail end of hour 6 when we all agreed that we could go no further. Pickle Pop's beloved GM that he is agreed to release us for the night from our role-playing duties so that we might acquire a scant few hours of sleep before the day star rose high in the sky once again. You see, there is a certain amount of delay between when we record a session and when it gets posted for our dear listeners. This session, as crazy as it may sound, was recorded just shy of 10 months ago. 10 months since we sat down that evening and threw dice until we were no longer able. 10 months, and I still feel that same excitement when Pickled Pops revealed the occupants of those 3 hospital-style beds. Because week after week he has managed to keep us on our toes and throw surprise after surprise at us. To everyone out there listening, maybe you should send your GM a message and just tell them thanks. You never know. You might find yourself listening to your own voice almost a year later and realize you're smiling like an idiot because your friend managed to, yet again, pull one over on you. As for me, I have a long drive to Bogota in the morning, so it's time to say thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.